Hi, welcome to another Power Blast podcast. So does 100 seem like a lot to you? Well, the next 100 days can make all the difference. Here are 10 strategies to crush it. Stay tuned. Hey there, my friend Perry Tinsley here, creator of the Power Blast podcast, The Power of Possibility, Passion, and Purpose. And we're going to talk about the next 100 days. I know it seems like a lot, probably, but if you think about it, just dialing back to the past 100 days, we were in April, and look at how fast they went by. Depends on when you're listening to this podcast, though. We could be in the middle of February, but it's a good way to look at it, just like what's the upcoming next 100 days, because 100 can seem like a lot. I don't know. Does $100 seem like a lot to you? Does 100 pennies seem like a lot to you? Does losing 100 pounds or gaining 100 pounds seem like a lot to you? Well, challenging yourself for 100 days can be really kind of an effective way. It's to achieve some goals that you may have set out. Now, as of this recording, we're coming upon August, and a lot of times people have goals that they've set since the beginning of the year and just haven't worked on. But if you look at it this way, 100 days, it's the perfect amount of time to achieve a key life goal. It's enough time to accomplish something big, but short enough to be able to see the finish line from start and to discourage the procrastination. So, what's a goal? If you were to apply some of the strategies that I'm going to tell you about, what's like one or two life goals that you're wanting to achieve this year that maybe you wrote down but just haven't started yet or gotten any momentum? Is it finances? Is it relationships, health and fitness, maybe business, a job or a career advancement possibly? Maybe it's retirement or freedom or travel or that thing that people always want is time freedom. That sounds really cool. Well, 100 days, it's a great way to give everything you've got and to provide you with motivational fuel to just justify ramping it up and reaching your goals while there's probably a lot of other people that are just sitting and watching on the sidelines. So this gives you, a 100-day challenge gives you a fixed deadline, a chance for redemption, kind of like comeback time toward the end of the year. You set an inspiring example. You build momentum to crush it by the end of the year. You intensify your focus. You reveal character, where you're examining your will, your courage, your conviction, your pride to see what you're really made of. And you're just throwing down a good challenge. So I recently made a decision to push myself in 3 different ways. I'm going to tell you about a couple, but just a couple different ways over the next 100 days. One was I joined a 100-day workout challenge. And so there's, I think as of this recording, about 56 people jumped in. I think we're striving for, we'll shoot well over 100 that way. But all ability levels, it's focused on melting off a few pounds and maybe burning off a few layers of goo. 20 to 30 minute workouts. Everybody's going to be out. They're all in for trying to be 100. So if that's something that appeals to you, reach out to me for more. But I'm also doing a 100-day challenge, and I hired a coach to push me toward my goals for the end of the year. So I'm gonna share with you 10 strategies that I got from one of my mentors, and really making the most of the 100 days so that you can just finish the year strong and take things to new heights. One of the things, before I get into these strategies, I find that mindset is a big way to get through it. So you'll want to definitely download my free Morning Success Habits cheat sheet. You can go over to morningsuccesshabits.com, and that's going to fire up your productivity and your focus. And when you apply these strategies, you're going to even magnify even more in what you get accomplished. So use these 10 simple, effective, empowering strategies to step up the quality, the quantity, and intensity of your efforts. And by doing so, you're going to accelerate your performance and just drive massive results just to finish the year strong. So I'm doing this. A lot of times people will do the last 100 days. I'm doing this a little bit before that because I want to build momentum just even before the holiday season kicks in, so I can really catapult myself within, be able to just make the most of the holidays and everything like that. So before I continue, make sure you've got this down. You're paying attention. So here we go. Strategies for the next 100 days and finishing the year strong. Strategy number 1, get serious. You got to set crystal clear goals. You raise the bar, step up your game, and just take that no prisoners attitude. You're always playing to win. Strategy 2 is start saying no. A lot of times it's what you put on your not to-do list, right? It's setting limits. It's holding firm boundaries, being clear about what you will and will not do. The word no is probably the most strategic decision that you can make over a 100-day challenge. The next one is to act boldly. There's no time for indecisions, doubt, excuses, blaming, procrastination. It's go time. Go big, go bold, or go home. Strategy number 4 is to set challenging deadlines. You probably work best under pressure. I know a lot of times when it's like, okay, company's coming over the next day, we can all of a sudden just get the house spotless, right? Or if you've got a deadline, you can quickly do that. So working best under a self-determined fixed deadline and achieving goals, those non-negotiable deadlines, you're gearing yourself wins throughout the close of the year. Next strategy is to create a sense of urgency. Light a flame under your behind. Take massive action every day. That sense of urgency and importance about what you're doing and what you're going for. That's exactly what you want to do there. Strategy number 6 is to speed things up. My mentor said the old rules no longer apply. It's not the big that eats the small. It's the fast that eat the slow. So that's where speed's going to win for you there. Next strategy is to refuse to die. When you're down, you're kind of behind a little bit. You seem like, man, I'm a little bit off. People are writing me off. Don't let that define you. Maintain your dignity. Refuse to die. Never give up. You've got this. Strategy number 8 is to be relentless. Fight on with an undying, relentless determination. And number 9 is to be unreasonable. You got to become an unreasonable in what you expect from yourself, and take the road less traveled. This is where when I was getting into the fitness stuff, it was like, man, I know I'm not at where I need to be, but if I just push beyond what I think I can do, I'm probably going to accelerate my results. The last tip here is to make everything count. This time, you do sweat the small stuff because each day counts. Everything has its consequences. It's either moving you toward your goals or away from your goals. So make sure you're doing that. Make sure if you're doing a health and fitness sort of thing, that you're dialing in the nutrition, you're getting your water. If it's something for finances, you're applying the strategy you need to set aside the money you keep and doing some smart investing. And a lot of these will apply to any area of your life. So I can't wait to hear about your goals and what you're wanting to achieve. And don't forget to get your mindset right. Download my Morning Success Habits cheat sheet at morningsuccesshabits.com for an effective way to power up, energize, and make each day, each morning focused and productive. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment if you can get in there and do an honest rating or review. That would absolutely rock. That would be in your podcast app. And as always, remember, it's never too late. We'll see you next week.